So obviously we'll all be together again on Saturday at around about 2:30 at Trust House Memorial Park for the Lahore Cup semi-final. So we'd like to see as many of you there as possible. And then the following Sunday, when we make the final, for the big match. So it'll be fantastic. A little bit of housekeeping to begin tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Please take note of your exits. The toilets are located just outside in the hall. In the event of an emergency, please follow the directions of the Copthorne staff. If it's an earthquake, obviously drop, cover and hold. If it's a fire alarm or any other emergency, then the assembly area is out into the tennis courts. Right, before we get underway, it is my pleasure to welcome up tonight the CEO of Wairarapa Bush Rugby, Mr Tony Hargood.
Thanks, PG, and thanks and welcome everyone here to the 10th Annual Media Works Wairarapa Bush Club and Representative Awards for 2023. As I've said every year, tonight is the most important event in our calendar. It's where we come together to celebrate and acknowledge the players, the clubs, the colleges, the administrators, the coaches, the managers, the referees and supporters who have made our union one of the best in New Zealand. I'd like to acknowledge a few people in the room, our life members here, Dave Galvin, Bob Francis, Barry McLeod, Sid Tartner, Rex Plale, our board members Brady Bingham, Robin Cherry Campbell, Deputy Chair Sharon Parker, President Graham Anderson, Tavita Isaac, Charlie Barge and Stevie Thompson. We do have an apologies from Eric Kenny, our patron tonight. He sends his wishes, his well wishes to everybody, and he is represented tonight here by his son Peter Kenny. Lady Pam rang me today. She also sends her apologies, wishes everyone well for tonight, but she is coming to. Oh, that's an early exit, isn't it, for me? It's like American Got Talent, you get a second chance. Where was I up to there? But Pam is very much looking forward to coming to the game on Saturday. Also an apology from our chair, Jason Crothers, who wishes everyone well for tonight. He is just currently overseas at some event or tournament that's happening up in France. I'd also like to thank MediaWorks for their continued support for the awards night. And over the next coming weeks, we will be renewing our long relationship with MediaWorks. So thank you, BG and the team. To all the members of the Council of Clubs, Secondary Schools Committee, Referees Association, JB Advisory Committee, Māori Rugby Advisory Committee, and our New Zealand famous Wairarapa Bush Supporters Club, thank you all for everything you do for rugby in the Wairarapa. To the staff, it's well known and commented around the country that the Wairarapa Bush staff are considered to be the best in the heartland. To Cameron Hayton, Scott Collins and Stacey Putty, thank you again for your dedication to the union and our members. Special welcome this year to Ray Dawson, who's joined us as a part-time groundsman who keeps the park in tip-top order for us. To all the nominees and clubs who are finalists tonight, congratulations. But I'd also like to take a moment to thank the award selection panel and committee who spent many hours going through the nominations. To all who are here tonight and all those watching on live stream, to our members and supporters, rugby continues to grow in the region and our players have been achieving incredible recognition at all levels of the game throughout New Zealand. Finally and traditionally, I want to recognise our referees. It's an old cliche, but without the referees, we don't have a game on Saturday. We've served by the best, and their commitment, both on and off the field, is outstanding. I'd like just to acknowledge three referees in particular who do some work for us over and beyond their commitment: Graham Resmer, Peter Debney, and Harry Quinn. So, can everyone join me and thank the referees for their work? Over the years, I've used this time to highlight the positive of the season past, and provide some insight into 2024. But before that, I'd just like to say a special thanks to our sponsors through our organisation. A special thanks to Trust House and Copthorne, who continue to be great sponsors of our game. And I'd just like to welcome John Prendergast to the Wairarapa, the new CEO of Trust House. Thank you for being here with us tonight. Dedicated Southlander, who has now got the green and red in his jersey. So I made sure he got a jersey on day one when he arrived. So thank you to Trust House and Copthorne. Yes. So a bit of a reflection on the season past and looking to 2024. I've just got about people playing the game. One of my biggest bugbears, and one that I sort of get annoyed of, is when I hear people saying we're losing players to the game. For 2023, we've approximately 2,300 registered players. That's 300 up over the last couple of years. So it's about a 13% growth. Our secondary schools numbers remain steady, and we've had strong feedback that our player pathway program, the under-15s, the local 15 Wednesday night competition, are second to none. And we've been asked to make sure that we continue and promote that investment in those three areas. Our senior club numbers increased in 2023, and who won't forget those two finals at Trust House Memorial Park a couple of months ago. Our Wairarapa Wahine Toa, we're affiliated into the Wairarapa Rugby Union at the annual general meeting, and our girls, our recent girls only Ripper tournament attracted over 20 teams. The JAB carnivals are second to none. They're amazing. I highly recommend anyone to attend at least one of those carnivals next year. To see 1,000 people at a park, kids playing, parents being involved, it's just wonderful. Our representative season, I don't want to give the commentator's curse on it, but the Copthorne Wairarapa Bush, we wish you well for the upcoming semi-finals this weekend. Excuse me. And we just want to congratulate you on your season so far. We wish you well. Our under-20s won the Hurricanes competition for the first time since 2019. We had 11 players who were selected to represent the Hurricanes Heartland 15. Congratulations to our women's Heartland team who played in the inaugural North Island Heartland Championship, finishing third with an exciting last-minute try against Thames Valley. We also had a women's under 18 and 16 program for the first time. It was a disrupted program, but we'll be talking to the other Heartland unions to make sure that this is a meaningful competition for all involved. I just want to pause here for a moment and acknowledge all involved in women's rugby. The North Island competition was devised by the Heartland CEOs in 2022. Each provincial union, Heartland Provincial Union, agreed to fund the competition. This is in comparison to the 1.3 million given to the NPC unions for the Wairarapa Cup. So we're doing it hard, but we're going to do it well, and very proud of what you guys achieved. So thank you for that. Our under-18s won 3 out of the 4 games, a complete turnaround from last season. And with a number of players coming through the grades, we should see a continuation of solid results. Our under-16s continued their strong showing at the North Island under-16 competition and the Hurricanes under-16s. Runners-up in the North Island competition was another highlight for this team. What do we not love about the Wairarapa Bush Barbarian team? What an amazing group of guys. Not only did they keep the fringe players warm for the Heartland team, 2 Turangi players, Isaac Followbritt and Tyne Stafford, made their debuts for the Heartland team from this group. They played a number of games away this year, but next year, schedule sees them play a lot more at home. Sorry, excuse me. Up here. We acknowledge the gap in our program regarding Māori rugby, but the board is committed to working with our regional provincial unions and New Zealand Māori Rugby Committee to provide competition and pathway for our 7 provincial unions involved in Te Tini-a Māori. I'm saying that the Māori age group pathway is well supported, and I just want to acknowledge Stacey Grant for his efforts in promoting our young players to regional and national honours. My personal reflection for 2023 is a season of highlights of performances by so many. It's really been a truly enjoyable season. It was probably been the most satisfying year for me at Wairarapa Bush. None more than when we distributed $250,000 to clubs through the Silver Lake deal and the What About You campaign. So just quickly having a look at 2024, playing numbers should continue to increase. The senior rugby competition, I'm predicting to increase in numbers, and I know a lot of clubs are already underway getting set up for next season. We will see the first ever New Zealand North Island Women's Heartland team to be selected, and they'll play against their counterparts from the South Island. The New Zealand Governance Review will be a long drawn-out process, but the provincial unions will finally get themselves organised, because there's going to be a global rugby calendar come into play. I'm going to make a statement, and I'm predicting that Heartland Rugby will be the rising force for the New Zealand provincial rugby landscape over the next 3 to 5 years. South Canterbury and Poverty Bay are underway on $8 million projects to redevelop their stadiums. Wairarapa Bush are in discussion with the council about Memorial Park. Horowhenua Kapiti are close to opening a $2 million office at Leviton Domain. North Otago is going to spend close to $1 million on new lights at their stadium, as they've had almost 50% growth in rugby. Thames Valley is putting together a plan to centralise their rugby, and don't be surprised if there's another announcement of a boutique stadium. The Heartland CEOs have agreed to work together on a national plan for our game and improving our ever-popular digital platform. Now, talking about the digital platform, we have some amazing superstars of the live streaming: Mark Childs, Anton Pesco, Tony Lyford, backed up with the expertise of Kevin Hare and Toby Mills. It won't be long before we'll see their names up in lights in Hollywood. The sixth pillar of our live stream crew, Brent Gear, is all poised to write the script for your movie. So with those observations in mind, please let me hand you back to our host for tonight, Brent Gear, and I congratulate you all on your nominations. Thank you.
Thanks, Tony. We're in for a fabulous night, ladies and gentlemen, where we go through a series of awards and nominees, and a lot of work has gone in, not only into preparing the nominations, but also preparing the players, the support staff, the referees for the season ahead, and I'm sure that hard work has already started for the 2024 season as well. Also, a big welcome to those that are watching at home on our live stream. It's great to have you along with us. If you're in the room, please have your phone on silent. If you're not in the room, well, you're either watching it on your phone or Chromecasting it to your TV. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the order of events tonight, we'll go through the awards and also the wee blurb that has been prepared by the nominees. And I tell you what, reading through them, there are some very impressive achievements in 2023. To present our first awards, the Ferry McLeod Volunteer of the Year will be Mr. Ferry McLeod. This is the Volunteer of the Year. As you know, clubs throughout the country, and of course certainly in Wairarapa, run on the blood, sweat and tears of some amazing volunteers. Our first nominee tonight is Louise Henderson. Louise has had the never-ending job of secretary and treasurer for our club for a number of years, and without her skills and knowledge, we would be lost. A job she puts her hand up for every year. She is also our club's main bar manager. Louise does so much more for the club than what is expected of her, and she will see something that needs to be done and get it sorted without question. Louise never expects thanks for what she does, she just gets on and does it. The role Louise holds is not a small one. Not so long ago she told me she does it for the love of the club and for no other reason. Louise Henderson. Our next nominee tonight is Mark Brown. Mark Brown has yet again this year gone above and beyond for the Marist Rugby Club. He devotes his time to being a committee member and also the manager of the Senior A squad. Among the many things that he has organised this year, he took it upon himself to get the funds for the players to be kitted out as best as they could, organising the inaugural Marist Ambrose Golf Competition and Quiz Night. On top of that, he has already started the process of organising a Marist Rugby Club Sevens rugby competition for the benefit of all clubs and players. Brownie also found sponsors for the Marist Senior A's Player of the Day 3-2-1 competition, And he also went out of his way to collect supplies for the Fijian contingent of players who joined Maris this year and was visiting them frequently to make sure they were sorted out and could make trainings. To finish off, he also finds time to coach a JAB side. Brownie does all this with a roll up the sleeves and get on with it type attitude, with no need for praise or acknowledgement. Thanks for all the hard work, Brownie. And our final nominee tonight is Pip Sutherland. Pip's official title is manager for the Martinborough Premier team. However, he goes above and beyond every season of what is expected, to the point that the club cannot come up with a title that properly defines what he does for the team and wider club. Pip never misses a game or training. It has seen strapping players, running water, taking care of first aid, sorting equipment and generally organising the team and players and coaches so that they can just get on with the game. Come Sunday, he's soaking the uniform so they can be taken and cleaned, and if anyone misplaces gear, socks, shorts, it normally turns up at training, washed and folded, ready to be used. Thursday training, we'll see Pip at the barbecue cooking the boys from both the Prems and reserve teams some hot food, which he does each week, no questions asked. Pip will be at a game with a spare towel for those who've forgotten theirs. Sunday at a home game, we'll see Pip and his wife Sue cleaning out the changing rooms and taking the club's recycling to the transfer station, another job he was never asked to do. Pip is a quiet, unassuming man who asks for nothing in return for what he does. It is clear from players, coaches and the club committee the respect and mana that is held for Pip. Pip has held his role within the club for a number of years and we hope to have him around for a lot longer, despite him saying for the last couple of years it will be his last. Brilliant. Ferry. And the winner of the Ferry McLeod Trophy Volunteer of the Year, Pip Sutherland.
Oh, yeah, I suppose I should. Clearly, Pip's not here. Pip is a top man. He's the granddaddy of Martinborough Rugby. He's been managing the Māori team for 7 years, I think now, and he's very well deserved of this award. All of what's said, he does, and the boys. He always prompts the boys to actually give him a hand. He didn't say anything, but the boys see him doing stuff and they run around, oh shit, we better help Pip. So he is a true blue top man and he's very valuable to the club. And this is just so cool that he's got this. So, yep, cheers.
Our next trophy tonight is the David Galvin Trophy for Top Administrator of the Year. And our nominees are Sean Draper. Sean is a very valued member of the Martinborough Rugby Club, so much so that last year he was awarded the Taffy Rowlands Cup for Most Valued Club Member. This cup is awarded by a club committee, coaches and management. Players as well show the mana that he has held in within the club. Sean is a committee member and club captain, and until this year he was on the Council of Clubs as delegate, a role he held for a number of years, and held the position of vice chair within that role, and also a member of the Wairarapa Bush Rugby Union Board. Sean's understanding and knowledge of the rules and what is required within not only Wairarapa Bush but also the wider New Zealand rugby scene is second to none. His ability to put these rules into simple terms so that everyone understands what is required is something both players, committee members and coaching staff highly value. When a level head is needed, Sean is the go-to person and will quickly put things into perspective. He's currently a mentor to the new Martinborough Council of Clubs delegate and offers advice and a level head when needed, as she is new to the role within the club. In 2023, Sean also played a key part in a wider Wairarapa Bush under-21 team getting off the ground, and while this did not quite come about this year, Sean, along with others, is determined to see this happen for the next season, seeing the importance to retain these players to the region and club rugby and keep growing the game. Sean has and does play an instrumental part not only in the Martinborough Club, but we also believe the wider Wairarapa Bush Union. Well done, Sean. Our next nominee tonight is Steve Hurley. Steve Hurley is the president of the Masterton Rugby Football Club, forward-thinking, analytical, and he focuses strongly on relationships and places rugby at the forefront of all of his work for the club. Steve, excuse me, that time of the year, not COVID, just want to clarify. Steve has been part of the president's group and brings his business acumen, experience and skills to this as well. He has been the mover and shaker in bringing Masterton netball into the fold, a fairly new relationship which is showing dividends early on and will continue to do so for our community into the future. Steve works tirelessly with others in the club, whether recruiting, working on different projects or the more mundane tasks, and he also takes teams to tasks and activities, but he's also has a way of taking people along with him as well. Steve has a vision for the club which focuses on the future, which also taking care of the present. Available for players to discuss issues that can often be seen debating on things rugby, sometimes until late, either on a Thursday night after training or on game days. He's maroon through and through. He's passionate about rugby in general and Masterton rugby in particular, but much more than he wants to see the game progress in the region and be at the centre of the community in days to come. CTV. And our final nominee tonight is Trish Hemming. Trish's dedication to Masterton Rugby Club is unmatched. She works tirelessly behind the scenes during the week and on game days to ensure players, staff and supporters are up to date and have everything they need. Her genuine care for the players and staff is huge, as is her never-ending support and encouragement for the team. Well done, Trish Hemming. And the winner of the David Galvin Trophy for Top Administrator of the Year, Steve Hurley.
Firstly, congratulations to the other nominees, Sean and Trish, two superb people who I know well, and I know they put their heart and soul into rugby. Secondly, my committee and our club. I truly do love my club, but on saying that, I really like to congratulate all administrators from all our clubs, because it's not easy year after year to step back up to the plate and get a team on the paddock and get everything that goes with it organised. And last but not least, really like to thank Dave Galvin. Dave's an awesome guy, and I'm really happy to receive the trophy in your name. My father admired you immensely, as do I. Thank you.
Our next award tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is the Ron Hughes Trophy for Top Administrator of the Year for Juniors. And the nominees are, this will be presented by Sharon Parker, by the way. And the nominees are Anna Gudsell, Anna has put her heart and soul into organising the Martinborough JB Rugby this year. We've had our ups and downs, but she has rolled with all of it. She's gone above and beyond to make this season one of the best. She's a true small-town legend. Our little club is very lucky to have her. Anna. Our next nominee tonight is Malcolm and Steph Malcolm and Steph have been organising and running the Tuharangi JB for the last 8 years. Their dedication to their role in organising the JB is simply outstanding. They take great pride and ownership in their role, and they are the go-to people for all things JB, doing all the organising so the parents and coaches just need to turn up for trainings and games. They are the glue for the Tuharangi JB and the key people for nurturing the future Tuharangi seniors / All Blacks of the future. Malcolm and Steph Jaspers. And our final nominee tonight is Matthew Phillips. Matthew has 3 boys involved with JB at East Coast, and he also drives the local Wairarapa school bus, which he managed to utilise for bringing the Wairarapa under-11 players into town on a Thursday arvos for their team training combined with Ikatahuna. It was looking pretty scratchy as to whether we could get the kids into town, but Matthew very kindly and awesomely took it upon himself to organise the school bus and bring all the kids in. I cannot tell you how much this has meant to and is basically the reason we were able to field an under-11 team this year. Matthew Phillips. And the winner of the Ron Hughes Trophy, Top Administrator of the Year Junior, Malcolm and Steph Jaspers. It's a long walk when it's quiet up here, eh?
Firstly, I'd like to congratulate the other nominees, Matthew and Anna May. I know you guys do put your heart and soul in looking after your clubs, so yeah, congratulations to you guys. Firstly, I do want to thank my wife, and she doesn't want to stand up here tonight. So, Steph, you do so much behind the scenes that people do not see. The emails, the texts, everything, the messages to get everything going. Yeah, you do actually go beyond the call of duty on that. So thank you. To my hard-working committee as well, Vic Shaw, who's been with us for quite a few number of years now, and Mal Handyside, our treasurer, who's also kept the books in order, and yeah, and also the great support that we get from the senior club. So guys, thank you very much, and thank you.
Our next award tonight is the Bennett Family Trophy, Female College Player of the Year. And to present this, Scott Collins. And our nominees are Tessa Champion, Tessa has grown in leaps and bounds this year, and she has been able to train and play rugby on a regular basis. A big part in the secondary school girls rugby module that was introduced this season and has been a constant presence in growing girls rugby at Wairarapa College. She was one of only 5 inaugural female players admitted to the Wairarapa Bush Rugby Union Player Pathway Group for 2023 and has recently participated in the Hurricanes Under-18 Girls Tournament as a drafted member of the Manawatu Under-18s. Tess saw action this year in senior rugby with Wairarapa Wahine Toa and just wrapped up her senior representative season with Wairarapa Bush. Our next nominee tonight is Xanthi Somerville. Xanthi bounced back from a 2022 season-ending injury to join the Wairarapa Wahine Toa season after missing the first couple of rounds. She was straight back into action and looked to have not skipped a beat. Her determination to get back on the field was evident as she got right back to her best footy. For a young player and senior woman, she has a remarkable leadership skill to go along with her on-field abilities, where she plays well above her age. She was rewarded for her efforts as she was invited to the National Māori Under-18 camp, named in the Town and Country game after the Prue Christie Cup finished in Manawatu, and is a member of the Manawatu Development 15, as well as being part of the Waibush Heartland Women's Campaign. She has all the characteristics of a strong leader and will go far in the game once she leaves school. And the winner of the Bennett Family Trophy Female College Player of the Year, Xanthi Somerville. Xanthi is currently away with the under-18 Māoris, so we'd like to welcome Mum up to the stage.
Kia ora koutou, ko Jodie Summerville taku ingoa. I'm Jodie, I'm Xanthi's mum. Her dad can't be here, he's in the Chatham Islands. She has written something. First, I just want to acknowledge Tessa is the other nominee. She's playing some awesome rugby alongside Xanthi, and it's really awesome to have two nominees and such. Yeah, you're doing awesome rugby, Tessa, so it's great. As mentioned, Xanthi's not here, she's away playing rugby. So I'm just going to read verbatim what she's written. This is what she says. She says, I'm beyond grateful for my village. This includes my dogs, nah jokes, I didn't write this, she did. My friends, rugby whānau, and especially my wahine tour crew. My biggest shout out goes to the rugby dads, Scotty, BG and Stacey. You've put timeless, I think she means I'm not sure what she means here. You put tireless amounts of energy into me, not only developing me on the field, but also off it, and for that I'm beyond grateful. Mum will say that my sporting abilities come from her. This is somewhat true. Thanks, Mum, for always keeping me accountable and encouraging me to be the best I can. I always used to dread the long rides home after a rugby game playing for the mighty Eki JAB, but this is where my passion sparked for rugby, as Dad was always giving me advice on how I could be better than the boys. I hope all the JAB girls see what's possible if you follow your dreams, work hard and take your village with you. I know that wherever I am, whoever I'm with, and wherever I go, I have my Wairarapa village. I'm proud to go as wahine tour from the Wairarapa, and then her byline is, up the wahine.
Our next award tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is the Rutini Family Secondary Player of the Year Male, and Phil Rutini is here to present that. And the nominees are Charlie Carroll, in support of the coaching staff from the First 15, Charlie has been an influential member of the Wairarapa College First 15. Consistently performing to a high level on the field, Charlie has shown commitment and dedication on and off the field. Charlie has also been selected to attend the New Zealand Secondary School Under-18 Māori Camp being held in Rotorua. Our next nominee tonight is Connolly Alexander. Connolly has been the captain of the Wairarapa College First 15 this year. The word mana comes to mind when looking at how he has led his team this year. Both mana with himself and mana projected towards his team, his coaches, as he leads with pride, encouragement and strength of character, and has shown both physical support and mental support within himself as his rugby's team captain. In times of pressure on the field, he's displayed spirit and strength, maintaining and managing his emotions and guiding, knowing what direction the game is going in or has to be played. He has a wonderful ability to communicate with his teammates and his team coaches and managers. With pride, we have had many supportive comments stating on how he has shown this both on and off the field. He's been involved in a number of fundraising activities throughout the year, fronting up and leading by example, and at all times supportive of his team and wanting the best for all of them. It is for these reasons that I am very proud to nominate him for the Connolly Alexander for the College Player of the Year Rutini Family Trophy. And our final nominee tonight is William Cole. Known as Will, he had a fantastic season for the Rathkill College First 15, playing in the C&I competition. Will was a constant performer each week and led from the front as a good captain should. At the recent Rathkill College Rugby Awards, he was awarded the Rathkill Cup for Most Valuable Back, the Headmaster's Trophy for Excellence in Goal Kicking, and the Lamar's Warren Trophy for Exceptional Training Attitude. He was also first equal with the C&I MVP leader. Will's fantastic season was also capped off with being selected for the 2023 New Zealand Under-18 Māoris and Hurricanes Under-18 camp, as well as attending the National Māori Under-18 earlier this year. Will is a valuable member of the 2023 Wairarapa Bush Under-18s and played a bit part in leading the team to victories over Horowhenua Kapiti and Wellington Māori. Congratulations, Will Cole. And your 2023 Rutini Family Secretary Player of the Year, male, Will Cole.
Kia ora everybody. Will is also away this week. He's away with the Hurricanes 18s and hopefully going down south for a game tomorrow. So he just asked for a couple of thank yous as well. So the first one was to the Rathkew College for the years that he's been playing out there and everyone that supported him. He'd also like to especially thank his teammates and players from over the years. A special mention to his nan and Pop G, his mum and his brother, and his late father, Nathan Cole. Thank you.
Our next trophy tonight is the Eric Kenny Trophy for Rugby Personality of the Year. This will be presented by Peter Kenny, and the nominees are Ken Aburn, aka Mutton. Ken has been a big part of the Tūharangi Rugby Club for most of his life. This year he celebrated his 500th senior game for the club and put in a solid 50-minute effort in front of the grassroots rugby cameras. Ken is a key member of the Tūharangi Reserves team and the Piranawa community, and whilst he would prefer to stay out of the spotlight, he was able to celebrate such a big milestone on their Old Timers Day with a convincing win, which was a privilege for everyone who was there. Ken Aburn. And our second nominee tonight is Marcus Loader. Marcus has a great personality and is a real staunch Red Star man. He was instrumental in getting his son Jack with two of his friends to the club, and what a difference that has made both on and off the field. Socially, there's a great atmosphere in the club rooms, and Marcus has to be responsible for most of that as he got a lot of the new faces into the club rooms. Marcus Loader. Pete, we'll get you up to present this. Come on up. And the winner of the Eric Kenny Trophy for Rugby Personality of the Year, Mutton.
Oh, I suppose I'd like to thank our club. I'd like to thank Wilbur for letting me play this year. Although it's the first game we only had 14 players, so didn't have much choice. But also I'd like to thank Kurt Portis for organising all the stuff around the grassroots rugby. And I'd like to acknowledge Marcus, like he used to be our wool rep, and he was a real hard-working guy. So no, that's all. Thanks a lot.
All right, on to the Bob Francis Trophy for Best and Fairest. And who else to present it than the man himself? Bob, if you'd like to come forward. The Bob Francis Trophy for Best and Fairest for 2023, Fuwila Tamilo, Carterton.
Yeah, first of all, I want to say thank you to Heavenly Father for this beautiful moment, and thanks for my partner for always being there to support me for this year, and thanks for everyone that helped me out this year as well, and yeah, thank you.
Our next award tonight will be presented by Reece Robinson. Coach. of the Copthorne Wairarapa Bush. The Manuira Ben Riwai Karts Trophy for top try scorer Premier Year. This year, from the Masterton Club, Inia Katia. Yeah.
Hi. Kia ora. Bula Manaka. First of all, I would love to thank my wife for letting me play for another season. Then, and hopefully she'll let me continue play. So, and secondly to my in-laws for let my wife knows that I need to continue play rugby, which is good. And lastly, from the Masterton, Stevie Holly, for your bills piling up for the strap cost. So, if we want me to play again next year, hopefully the cost of a strap will be going up. Thank you.
Our next award tonight is the Patrick Rimini Trophy for top try scorer. I'd like to call up PJ Rimini to present the award. Point scorer, sorry, pardon me. And the winner of this award is from the Masterton Club, Ben Brooking.
Well, I'm not Ben, obviously, and I can't even kick a ball, so he's not here at the moment. He's in Wellington, but he's been travelling twice a week already with the rep team and that, so he puts his apologies in. But he's had a pretty outstanding season, and obviously the final, the last kick came down to him, the most confident guy. Just said to our captain, "Yeah, I'll do that," and he did it. So that's with his kicking. And his other general play, he's a real asset to Masterton, which we appreciate and say thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know it's reasonably warm in here, so what we'll do is we'll take a little bit of a break, give you a bit of a breather, refresh your drinks, get some fresh air, and we'll be back real soon. Oh, great. I've got to leave.
to be held down. Now you're the one who's holding me back. I wonder if you notice, baby, we've gone a little off track. Going up and then down again. The roller coaster's making me sick. There's no way we can go back and undo all the damage. What happened to our love? What happened to our trust? Did we take it too far? Or was it simply too much? Did you ever love me? Or was this really just lust? You better speak now or hold your peace, 'cause baby, time's up. Time's up. Time's up. Don't go playing the victim. You did it till you all by yourself. I tried to ease the problems. You didn't want to accept the help. Going back and forth again. I can't keep doing this same old dance. I'm packing up 'cause I got to leave. I deserve my own chances. What happened to our love? What happened to our trust? Did we take it too far? Or was it simply too much? Did you ever love me? Or was this really just lust? Better speak now or hold your peace, 'cause baby, time's up. Time's up.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, grab a seat and we'll get into the second part of the evening. Also, welcome back to our viewers watching the live stream from home. It's great to have you on board. And fantastic to see some of the comments coming through as well. Our next category tonight is the Mrs. A. McPhee Trophy for Premier Player of the Year Woman. And to present the award, Robin Cherry Campbell. Our nominees are Kate Donald, one of the most outstanding players I've seen in women's rugby. Kate is comfortable in all positions in the back line. A strong attacker with balanced speed and power to take advantage of the smallest opportunities. On defence, she is a rock with sound technique. She has a presence that really bound the team this season. When she spoke, the players listened. Her leadership was valuable, and even though she was new to the region and the team, we did not hesitate to name her the captain. Kate was named at the Manawatu Development 15 but was unavailable due to a new job. However, she was a valuable asset to the Wairarapa Bush Heartland women's side. Kate Donald. Our next nominee tonight, Lisa Timuwananui. Lisa has been a steady performer for the women's club side since its inception. A player that punches well above her weight, she plays with a calm demeanour on attack and a hard edge on defence and is never far away from the action. Lisa is constantly honing her skill set and is a dedicated trainer that is always looking to improve every aspect of her game, from skills to conditioning. Her attitude is infectious and is always looking to keep the spirits of her teammates and coaches high during all sessions. Lisa has once again been an integral member of the Wairarapa Bush Senior Women's Representative season. And our third nominee tonight, Missy Williams. A true example of a quiet achiever, Missy was a dominant force on the Wairarapa Wahine Toa forward pack with her strong carries and accurate defence, never one to shy away from the heavy lifting in a game. Missy also has the finer skills of a kicker, either off the tee or at kick-offs. Missy's strong season was rewarded with selection in Manawatu's Town and Country team for the reinstated Town vs Country match and the Manawatu Development 15. An unfortunate knee injury during the Town vs Country game unfortunately ended her 2023 season. Missy was part of the team leadership group and is also an active member of the new club's committee, which also shows her leadership qualities off the field. Missy Williams. And the winner of the Mrs. A. McPhee Trophy for Female Player of the Year, Kate Donald.
I'd just like to thank Scotty and BG, especially as the coaches. Obviously, we can't play or get better without you, so we really appreciate all the time. And I personally just really appreciate, because I had to travel quite a lot, so yeah, I really appreciate that and have a lot of respect for you. Also, a big shout out to the whole team, because obviously you can't play and you can't get better if you don't have a team with you running along beside you. So yeah, thank you.
Our next award tonight is the Reserve Player of the Year, which will be presented by Sid Tartana. And the nominations are Isaac Volibert, Isaac has had another great season for the Tuharangi Reserves team. He was the top point scorer with 93 points. His defence under pressure and his electric attack have often a big bearing on the result of the match. Isaac's efforts this season were rewarded with being selected for the Wairarapa Bush Barbarians team, where he is continuing his try-scoring ways. Isaac Volibert. Our next nominee tonight is Tom Innes. Tom has an outstanding work ethic. He had a great season and would not be out of place in the Heartland side. Very professional and always went the extra yard at practice. Often here to play out of position just to help his team out. With a great attitude on and off the field, he also helped our young players throughout the season. Tom Innes. And our final nominee tonight, Tyne Stafford. Tyne has backed up last year's awesome season with another one. He leads from the front week in and week out with a very high work ethic, both on and off the field. Tyne is the captain for the Tūharangi's championship winning reserve side, and those leadership skills got rewarded with being captain of the Wairarapa Bush Barbars team. To top off his season, Tyne also got called up to the Wairarapa Bush Premier men's side, making his debut against King Country. Tyne Stafford. And your 2023 Reserve Player of the Year, Tyne Stafford.
Congratulations to Isaac and Tom for their nomination. It's been a pretty special year this year for Turangi. For the first time, well, that I've been part of it anyway, we've had a full 23 match day squad. So that's been pretty exciting. The boys really stood up this year and delivered yet again. Special thanks to Wilbur for coaching, Scotty for managing, and everyone else that goes on, that does the work behind the scenes. It's a massive undertaking for everyone from every club to make sure that we as players can just turn up and do our bit on Saturday and have a bit of fun. So thank you everyone, and cheers to the Bush Union. It's been another great year, and yeah, all the best for next year. Hopefully we carry on. Cheers.
Our next category tonight is the Pat Shanahan Premier Player of the Year. This will be presented by CEO Tony Hargood. And the nominees are Inia Katia, Inia has reinvented himself this year, and through this has reinvigorated his game and the way players around respond to him. He was a revelation moving into the loose forwards, where he was always involved in the game, both in defence and on attack. Inia led from the front. He confounded the opposition more than any other player, ran more metres, scored more tries, 13 in total, than anyone else, and also used more strapping tape than anyone else in the Carterton team. Inia was part of a group of players who gelled the team and brought that much-needed unity into the culture within the team and the wider club. Inia would not discuss this with you as though he prefers to let his rugby do the talking. Inia Katia. Our next nominee tonight is Nakora Iwi. Nakora has shown great commitment and leadership over the season, both on and off the field. We as a whānau are very proud of Nakora's achievements this year. He's been able to show great balance within the club, heartland and his whānau commitments. Nakora is forever trying to better himself for his whānau and the sport that he loves. Nakora was awarded 3 awards recently at the Pioneer Awards evening, including Most Dedicated, Best Back and the Mana Award. Nakora has also been selected for the Wairarapa Bush Heartland squad. Nakora iwi. And our third nominee tonight, Tana Isaac. Tana was the co-captain of the Greytown Premier side in 2023. His work ethic and attitude was a glowing example to other players off the field. His work rate off the ball and explosiveness on the ball meant he was a real threat to any opposition. Tana was instrumental to the turnaround of Greytown's Premier season in 2023, and those efforts were recognised when he was named in the Heartland team and was the oldest ever player to debut for his province. A fine example that age is but a number. You're never going to live that down, are you, Tana? Tana Isaac, ladies and gentlemen. And the winner of the Pat Shanahan Premier Player of the Year, Inia Katia.
I say something again?
Yeah. Just talk about strapping.
No. Well, congrats to Tana and Nikora for the nominees, and especially Tana making her debut last week. And I was surprised that the coach bring an extra Lucy's just in case you pull a calf again on the warm-up, bro. So, congrats on that, bro. And once again, thank you to my wife for another season, and hope there's many more to come. And yeah, thank you.
Eddie, you've got to get your photo taken again, brother. Our next award tonight is the Sid Tartana Reserve Coach of the Year. And to present the award, the man himself, Sid Tartana. There are two nominees tonight. The first nominee, Chris Senior. Masterton Red Star appreciates what Chris Senior has done for the club. He has developed a lot of young players with an average age of 21 into a really competitive team. He had a great manner with the players and gets simply the best out of them. He coached the Wairarapa Bush under-20 side as well that recently won the Hurricanes Heartland competition, which indicates his coaching ability. Chris Senior. Our next nominee tonight is Wilbur Davies. After a solid 2022 season playing for the Tuharangi Reserves, Wilbur Davies took over the coaching role for the 2023 season. He had some big shoes to fill with the success of the team in 2022, but using the skills and high-level experience he's had over his playing career, he showed the boys how to play a smart style of rugby. He allowed his natural ability to get the desired results and told the boys how to save the energy and to use the field as well as they could. Not only did the team go unbeaten for the season, but he also made sure everyone felt welcome and included, creating a very positive team environment. Wilbur Davies. And the Sid Tartana Reserve Coach of the Year 2023, Wilbur Davies.
Well, g'day guys. First of all, just thanks to the union for putting this on, and I think it's a pretty special thing to recognise all the efforts put in from not just players but management and just everyone around the club that makes it tick, and it's no different as a coach as well. Basically, you just, down there at least, you just get given the mantle and said, like, go for it. So I definitely had big shoes to fill. Tim Roberts had been there for a bit, and he's an epic player and a bloody good coach, and just wanted to try and do right by him and the rest of the guys that he'd been with for so long. And we were really fortunate. We had a couple of guys come into the area, and for a small rural club like us, that's the difference in having a good season or not. Just been pretty fortunate to have quite a mature side, to put it lightly, I reckon. And just alluding to Ken's game, I mean, the first game was against Gladstone, and we had 11 guys turn up, and another couple of other guys sort of popped up at the end there, and then Tora and Ken was sort of looking a bit sheepish because they realised they were going to have to probably punch out an 80, and that's exactly what they did, and somehow we got across the line and won that game. And I think that dedication to each other and to the jersey within the boys and the team is ever present, and for me it's quite easy just to try and steer that energy into a bit of focus here and there. So and I've been really lucky. So yeah, appreciate it. Thanks.
Our next award tonight is the Lane Penn Trophy for Coach of the Year, and will be presented by Steve Penn. And your nominees are Garth Thompson. Not Ali Payne, although he'd be a good coach. Should we do the ref ones now? I'll find it. It's here. There we go. Let's do the referee, shall we? Lovely. Excellent. So, Steve, you can take a seat. Bob, you can come up. The Baden Whale Referee of the Year. And the nominees are Alistair Payne, Alistair's nomination is to recognise his continued development both locally and at first class level, where he's set the high standards for our referees in the Wairarapa Bush competitions so far this year. Alistair joined the referees in 2007, has progressed through the selection to the NZAU's High Performance Development Squad in 2014 and 2015, and he's had 15 first class or Heartland appointments to date. This year was Alistair's 9th successive appointment to the Wairarapa Bush Premier Club final and has achieved 177 Premier Club appointments in 2023. Alistair has been an outstanding referee locally in our Premier competition, and with his dedication and commitment, both on and off the field, has continued to contribute at the highest levels of the game within the Wairarapa Bush Rugby Union. Alistair Payne. Our next nominee tonight is Chris Jeffries. Chris's nomination is to recognise his continued contribution both locally and at first class level, where he has set the highest standards for referees in the Wairarapa Bush competition this year. He also joined in 2007 and has made an outstanding contribution to Wairarapa Bush Rugby, having achieved 5 previous successive appointments to the Wairarapa Bush Premier Club finals, and this year has achieved a milestone of 188 Premier Club appointments. Chris has been an outstanding referee in our Premier competition for over 15 years. By his dedication and commitment both on and off the field, Chris has continued to contribute at the highest levels of the game within the Wairarapa Bush Rugby Union. Chris Jeffries. And our final nominee tonight is Roger Moana. Roger's nomination is to recognise his continuing contribution as a referee and the development he has achieved this year, progressing to an established senior reserve referee. Roger joined the referees in his move to Masterton with his family in 2021 and has progressed through to becoming an established senior reserve referee and his appointment to the Senior Reserve President's Cup final between Martinborough and Marist this year. Roger has also been appointed to the women's representative fixtures in 2023. Very much the go-to guy who has stepped up to cover games where they've been short of referee during the club season, often refereeing a Saturday morning game before going on to referee his afternoon senior reserve fixture and then AR for a Premier game as well. Roger Moana. And your Baden Whale Referee of the Year for 2023, Alistair Payne. I hope you're timed off for that one.
Firstly, congratulations to CJ and Roger for their nominations as well. I know they've had very good seasons themselves, and thanks also to Pete, Harry, and Rex who turn up each Saturday to coach and give us their words of wisdom to help us grow and get better. Another enjoyable season, another special final, and probably lucky we haven't got those TMOs in our ears telling us that there's been a head-to-head contact. So I'm lucky I'm pretty thankful that we stay away from that and we can referee what's in front of us, the enjoyable grassroots game. So thanks again.
All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, refresh your drinks, go to the toilet, get some fresh air, and we'll be back with the rest of the evening in about 5 minutes. For Coach of the Year. And given that Steve's already been to training and walking up here, which is fantastic, it's now game day, Steve. You can come on up, mate. The Lane Pen Trophy Coach of the Year. And the nominees are Garth Thompson. Garth Thompson, a humble guy who will talk rugby any grade and he'll talk rugby, but other than that, he's got very little to say. Garth has been part of the coaching team for the Masterton Premiers for a few years now, but this year he took the helm as head coach, a role he slipped into easily. His experience around the paddock, finesse when orchestrating his men, and his humility have shone through as he manoeuvred his team into the final for the Moose Company Cup. Garth communicates well when need be, exudes credibility, respect and authority. He set the goal and his players responded, and Garth, along with the rest of us, breathed a sigh of relief as that ball sailed over. He didn't have another 10 minutes left in him. That was a tough final. The players clearly have respect and high regard for Garth. This was shown when they gave him an absolute soaking for his birthday. Masterton Rugby Club is proud to nominate Garth Thompson for Coach of the Year. And next nomination tonight, James Bruce. James is a committed coach to the Martinborough Rugby Football Club Premier side, guiding them to the Lane Pen final and Hottest Effort final and winning them both. He takes a keen interest in the developing of younger players and growing their interest in rugby. His passion for growing the game extends further than his Martinborough area, but also to the Wairarapa Bush Rugby Union. James was also a key driver in establishing a Martinborough Colts team, which was to provide another pathway for young rugby players to get back into the game or play within their own age group. And although the team didn't get off the ground, he put a lot of work in behind the scenes to create this opportunity. Progress, not perfection, so watch the space for 2024. James is the assistant coach of the Copthorne Wairarapa Bush Heartland team and has also coached girls and boys Ripper teams at Martinborough School. He gives countless hours of time to the club, players and those who just want to be part of the club, often creating roles so that there are no barriers to being involved. He's someone who in many ways is looked up to in the community and will often go out for help and people will often go to for help and guidance. James's enthusiasm and passion is a huge part of the Martinborough Rugby Club. James Bruce. And our third nominees tonight, Scott Collins and Brent Gear. Wairarapa Waihingi Toa is the only dedicated women's rugby club in the North Island. In 2022, we came together around a kitchen table and with support from the Wairarapa Bush Rugby Football Union, entered a team into the Manawatu Women's Competition. Early on, we made a decision that we wanted to be self-determining and create her story, not history. So in 2023, we developed our own constitution and become an incorporated society, and with support from the Wairarapa Bush Rugby Union and other local clubs, become affiliated to Wairarapa Bush. Becoming a club would not have been possible without the vision, enthusiasm and partnership of two men, Scott Collins and Brent Gear. Scott and BG have been our co-coaches for 2 seasons and they do an incredible job of promoting women's rugby in the Wairarapa community and further afield. Our women have improved hugely this season from last year, where we were regularly on the end of a hiding. We are now competitive and more established with a lot more of the established clubs in Manawatu, and the growth and development of our players and game is evident to see. Player development has been a key focus for Scotty and BG, with a number of players going on to higher honours, including training in the Manawatu Cyclones Academy and then going on to selection for the Manawatu Cyclones Development 15. We also have a player selected in the National Under-18 Māori Camp. This bodes well for the Wairarapa Bush Women's Heartland squad. Scotty and BG have capitalised on opportunities to promote the women's game in our province in the media and print, even appearing on TV. The vision Scotty and BG has for the future player development has extended to supporting the Pioneer Under-11 girls, and haven't they done well, by the way? Brilliant stuff, guys. And welcoming them along to trainings as well, and as ball girls. Those young ladies now aspire to be Waihingi Toa, creating a sense of pathway for them and the game in Wairarapa that up till now hasn't been possible. Wairarapa Waihingi Toa, Scott Collins, Brent Gear. And your Lane Pen 2023 Coach of the Year, Garth Thompson.
Yeah, I'd just like to acknowledge the other three guys. I know I worked with BG about 4 years ago when we tried to get the women's rugby going, so they've done a huge amount of effort, him and Scotty, to get to where they are at the moment. Obviously, James Bruce down there with Martin Bros done a hell of a lot of work for his club, so I'm probably pretty lucky to be up here in front of you guys, so congratulations to you guys. It's just not one coach that runs the team. You know, I've got Errol Weston, who's played a huge part in what we've done this year with Reece and Neil, our managers. Our big focus this year was around culture of our club and our team, and enjoy what we were doing, and those guys have done a huge job with me along with that line. Also Steve and his team giving us the support, backing us to make some changes in the club. Also our players have played a huge part. They've bought into it this year. You know, where we had our cultural day there, that was a huge success, and I think the club's turned a corner and started to realise, you know, what the club's made up of, which has been huge. Also, you know, I better thank my wife and daughter. Just spent a lot of time away. With a couple of teams I've been involved with this year, so they've had to do the farm work and milk cows and all that sort of stuff. So I'm lucky to be able to do that along that as well. So yeah, cheers.
Our next category tonight is the Kingy Matthews Trophy for Top Māori Player of the Year. And to present the award, Lawrence Matthews. Our first nominee tonight, Hayden Cooper. In only his second year of senior rugby, Hayden Cooper continues to go from strength to strength in both his playing ability and leadership. For such a young man, he carries a lot of responsibility for his team. Hayden whakapapas to Ngāti Kahungunu ki Wairarapa and has played a big part in representing and promoting the Māori culture within the Marist Rugby Club and Wairarapa Provincial Rugby. To start 2023, he was a member of the Hurricanes development squad, which included players from every province in the Hurricanes region. Following this, he was included in the Wairarapa Bush training squad, which trained throughout the season. During club rugby, he was a vital part of the Marist team, making the top four for the second year in a row, and played every minute of every game, and was Marist's top point scorer by the end of the season. He assumed the kicking duties halfway through the season, where he kicked at an 80% success rate and was also running in numerous tries. When the club season finished, he was selected in the Wairarapa Bush under-20s rugby team, which won the Hurricanes regional competition, which he was also captain of. On the back of his form in this competition, he was selected in the Heartland Hurricanes under-20s, a great effort from Hayden to play consistently, very consistently well, where he didn't seem to actually get an off-season. So kia kaha to Hayden, and of course he is now debuted for Copthorne Wairarapa Bush. Our next nomination tonight, JJ Gillies. JJ is in his first season with the Martinborough Rugby Club and played an integral part of the team throughout the 2023 season. Awarded the Bruce Brown Cup for Rookie of the Year, a great achievement for someone playing their very first season of Premier Rugby. He was named in the Wairarapa Bush under-20s, where his outstanding form saw him named in the 2023 Hurricanes Heartland under-20s. Unfortunately, a knee injury cut his Hurricanes Heartland campaign short. He still travelled with the team to ensure he was involved and learning from this opportunity. JJ Gillies. And our next nomination tonight is for Nakora Iwi. Nakora is a descendant of both Rangatane and Ngāti Kahungunu. He is a proud Māori man who shows his everything towards the refs, thanking them personally after the game, and shows amazing attitude both on and off the field, always encouraging his teammates to strive and be the best that they can be. We, as a whānau, are very proud of Nakora's achievements this year. He's been able to show great balance within the club, Heartland and whānau, and was awarded 3 awards recently at the Pioneer Awards evening for Most Dedicated, Best Back and the Mana Award. Nakora has also been selected for the Wairarapa Bush Heartland squad. Nakora iwi. And your Kingy Matthews Trophy for Top Māori Player of the Year, Hayden Cooper. like to call up Mark Brown to collect on his behalf. I understand Hayden's having a bit of a break on the Gold Coast, so I'm sure he's watching this right now.
Kia ora te whānau, ko Mark Brown, tōku ingoa. Firstly, I'd like to thank the Wairarapa Bush Rugby Union for tonight. I know Hayden is very privileged and honoured to be nominated, and I know that he will be very happy to receive this award, so thank you very much to Tony and your crew from the union. Secondly, to JJ and Nikora, congratulations on being nominated. I guess when you've been around rugby a little bit and you get to see all these amazing players playing the game, you get a love for the game and you get to see them exhibit their talent. So Nikora and JJ, well done, and look forward to your skills being exhibited throughout the Wairarapa in years to come. And lastly, I know Hayden will kick me for saying this, but he's a guy that goes about his business in a very professional way. He's always got a smile on his face, and he is someone that exudes sportsmanship and reliability throughout our club and also through the age group teams that he's been selected for, and I know I was personally chuffed to see him get his chance at Heartland level. So on behalf of Hayden Cooper, thank you very much.
Our next award tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is the Sir Brian Lahore Supreme Club of the Year. This award will be presented by Bunter Anderson. And your nominees are Masterton Rugby Club, Masterton Rugby Football Club has enjoyed a stellar season in 2023, building on the successes of last year to take the club to a new level. The Premier Grade team was much changed from 2022, but the Premier Grade team, was changed from 2022, but did bond quickly and grew into a tight unit as the season progressed. This was achieved through open and frank discussions with our players group, which created a sense of strong unity born out of the way the players trusted their man to be right behind them on the pitch and off the pitch during the team's social nights. The group of players embodied the club's motto of commitment, trust and brotherhood, as could clearly be seen when they sang a moving hymn on the Memorial Park turf at the end of the Moose Kapani final. They worked hard both on and off the field and for a reserve grade team in 2023, and their sense of camaraderie in this group was especially evident on Old Timers Day when several long retired players returned to play one more time in maroon. We have a committed and very able executive committee which benefits from a mix of experienced heads and new voices and works tirelessly for the good of the club. The recent MOU entered into with our sister club, Masterton Netball Club, has strengthened our ties within the local community and sets us up well for the future. Masterton Rugby Football Club believes relationships are key in all its dealings. The club has a goal to ensure open and productive lines of communication, whether between our teams, between players and coaches, coaches and club management, management and volunteers, and also the union office and staff. And we believe we've achieved this goal in 2023. We are thrilled this year to award 5 new Distinguished Service Awards during our Old Timers celebrations. These honour and reflect the heartening commitment to our many club volunteers. To cap off the year with a place in the final and then go on to win the Moose Kapani Cup in injury time was exciting or heart-stopping to hold the cup aloft again. And that was just the icing on the cake. Hashtag CTB. Well done. Our next nominee tonight is Tuharangi. Tuharangi had another great... Tuharangi had another great season where the seniors went unbeaten and took out the reserve final in a convincing manner. After starting the season with minimal players, the club's positive atmosphere and a great food drew old and new players in. If everyone has not had a feed at the aftermatch at Tuharangi, you've got to try it. For a small country club, Tuharangi continues to punch well above its size, both with success on the field, a healthy number of JB players, and an Old Timers Day that featured a grassroots rugby team as part of Ken Ayburn's 500th game. It's more than just a rugby club in South Wairarapa. Tuharangi is a big part of the Piranawa community. Tuharangi Rugby Club. And our final nominee tonight, Wairarapa Wahine Toa. Wairarapa Wahine Toa is the only dedicated women's rugby club in the North Island. In 2022, we came together around a kitchen table and with the support from the union entered a team to the Manawatu Women's Competition. Early on, we made a decision that we wanted to be self-determining and create her story, not history. So in 2023, we developed our own constitution, become an incorporated society, and with support from Wairarapa Bush and other local clubs, become affiliated. One of the advantages of creating our own club is that we could develop our own kaupapa about who we are, both on and off the field. Those values are enshrined in our constitution, meaning strength, health, warriors and courage, and achievement in athleticism. Who we are is also represented in our team colours, black representing wahine coming through out of the darkness, green representing renewal and resurrection of women's rugby, and red for passion and courage. We've also created our own haka and waiata. In 2022, we won the Lower North Island half of the table, the Manawatu competition, and have continued to grow with more wahine turning up to training week in and week out in 2023. Also helping mentor a girls team from Pioneer in the under-11 competition. One of our challenges and aspirations was to have our own home. However, like everything we've done so far, we set our goals high, and so only in our second season we have found a home at the Solway Showgrounds, which I'm sure you'll all know has massive rugby history. We've developed strategic relationships with community partners like Yukol Te Pūkenga and are growing our wahine both on and off the paddock. Wairarapa Wahine Toa has a strong community and media presence this year. We've appeared on TV and print representing both women's rugby and our awesome province of Wairarapa. We are working hard with Ekarahuna Rugby Club to bring together the inaugural golf tournament in support of the Sir Bryant Lahore Foundation. Our players have gone on to higher honours with a number of our players training in the Manawatu Cyclones Academy and then also going on to selection in the Manawatu Cyclones Development 15. We also have a player selected for the National Under-18 Māori Rugby Camp. Our attitude as a club is best summed up. He manga, waikoa, kia koro, I whakatia. It's a big river indeed that cannot be crossed. Coming up, Bunter. So the good news is, I don't even know who the winner is because I'm involved in the club. I would never clue. Your Club of the Year, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't know. You gotta do the speech, Judy. Nice costume change.
Oh, fancy that. Oh, nice work. Come on, hurry up. Come on, come on. Kia ora anō. Just want to say a really big thank you. This is amazing for us to receive this taonga. Want to acknowledge both Masterton Rugby and Tuirangi as the other nominees. We're really proud of where we've been and where we're going, and it wouldn't be possible without all of our players, our supporters, our coaches, our sponsors, our men in the kitchen. And we'd also like to acknowledge the union and the other clubs who've been really supportive. It's been wonderful to be able to come in and be accepted into the union and acknowledged as a club. So we're looking forward to what 2024 has to offer. We're hoping for a Peter Jackson film next year, given we've been in a number of other media spaces this year. And also just wanted to acknowledge, because people may not be aware, that we've also received a $30,000 grant from Bunnings this year as well as one of the 5 clubs nationally, so that's pretty exciting as well. So thanks very much. We're really grateful, so Yeah, thank you.
We also play on Saturdays at, our Solway showgrounds next year if you want to come and watch our games.
Apparently we're going to take a wee break. Thanks, team. Our next award tonight is very, very proud to present the MediaWorks Special Award. As a company, MediaWorks, or as some of you will know, More FM, have been involved in the Club Rugby Awards for a long time. And every year we present an award to someone who has given outstanding contribution to the wider Wairarapa Bush rugby community. Each year we take that time to acknowledge that person. And this year's recipient of the MediaWorks Achievement Award is a person who has retired after catering for our Wairarapa Bush club sides and representative teams for some 20 years. We've calculated that Tweed and his team have provided food for over 500 of our home games or teams travelling around the country and at home. As many would understand, this is not a 9 to 5 timetable. It's odd hours, it's weekends and it's evening shifts all required. But there is two other special points I wish to acknowledge that Tweed has been a loyal supporter of the union. Without going over old grounds, when Wairarapa Bush was in a little bit of financial trouble during 2012 to 2014, Tweet worked with us to assist in all those little difficult moments. The second is, and probably best described if I read some extracts from the local paper. Descendants of World War I soldiers who trained at the Featherston military camp are being invited to walk a journey their ancestors took in a reenactment march this spring. The reliving of the gruelling walk the soldiers took from Featherston up and over the Rimataka Hill before heading out onto the boats to serve overseas is being held as a special centennial commemoration, and it will take place on September 27th. Former Army Chief Robert Tweet Bird came up with the idea and said he was inspired quite simply by a photo. South Wairarapa Mayor Adrian Staples said at the time it was probably the most important project in decades. For South Wairarapa and Featherston in particular, this is very dear to their heart. On that note, I would like to invite Robert Tweetbird to the stage and to receive his MediaWorks Achievement Award for 2023.
All your economies into something, Stacey. What do I say? Thank you. It's been a privilege to serve the community of the Wairarapa for the last 40 years. I've helped the Wairarapa Bush, the police, briefly. Many a time I've been involved in call-outs at ungodly hours of the night. I can recall one night when I had friends of mine from the army staying at home, having a few beers, and we got a call from the fire brigade. We've got a fire, we need some meals. Yep, I'll give them to you in an hour and a half. Sent my daughter down to Breadcraft to get the stuff. She was the soberest driver available. And the rest of us rushed off to the kitchen and put all the food together. So it's been a pleasure looking after all the emergency services and the Wairarapa Bush and all the other people in the community. And yeah, thank you, I'm humble. Thank you.
Oh, hang on. I think if people knew half the work that Tweed has done in the community, wider community as well, it would blow you away. So I'm sure at some stage Tweed will catch up over a bottle of Dubliner. Again. Well done, mate. Excellent. Right, it has been a massively successful season for our players, both young and old, throughout representative honours. It has been really, really good to see. We've got some most promising and best players in several categories tonight. Starting off with the Wairarapa Bush under 16 girls. And Brady, I'd like you to come forward to present these. For our under 16 girls, most promising, Kiwa Williams.
Thank you. Kiwa's away at basketball tournament over in Wellington, but she says thank you and thank you to all those that have helped her on her journey. Thank you.
Wairarapa Bush under 16 girls best player, Susan Lagalago.
Firstly, I just want to say thank you, God, for the strength He gave me for my games, and thanks to my mum and my dad for being there by my side and supporting me on the sidelines. And another big thank you to my coaches and manager for giving me this opportunity to play for this team and for the award. Thank you. God bless you all.
The Wairarapa Bush boys under 16s, most promising player, Xavier Cook. So Xavier's actually away at the moment as well, so we'll make sure that award gets to him. And the best player for the Wairarapa Bush boys under 16s, Brandon Matthews. Who's also away? These kids are busy, man, I tell you. Brilliant. The Wairarapa Bush under 18 boys, most promising player, Charlie Carroll.
At least say something, Lisa. Charlie would say chur.
Sure it is. And best player is Will Cole.
Can I just quickly say for him, I'm sorry I forgot to congratulate Cons and Charlie for the nominations for the other awards, so I'm just doing that on behalf of Will. Thank you.
For the Wairarapa Bush under 20s, most promising player, JJ Gillies.
I'd just like to make a huge thanks to Brucey for pushing me and all that, and thanks to Mum for coming to all my games and pushing me as well, and thanks everyone.
The Wairarapa Bush under 20s, best player, Thomas Williams.
Bigger thanks to all the coaches and whatnot for the year. Can't really get better without them. And club out of the coast. Struggled for numbers this year, but got my job done in the end, so can't complain.
Thanks, Brady. And next awards are for the Wairarapa Bush Barbars and then the Wairarapa Bush Women's. I'd like to call up Robin Cherry Campbell to present these awards. Up the bars, which by the way is Narrasaying now that the league's finished, so carry that on to next year. The Wairarapa Bush Barbarians, most promising player, Ashton Cota. In case you're wondering, Ashton looks remarkably like the captain of the Heartland men's team.
Yeah, Ashton Coates. He's a good Ekirahuna man. Came to the region last year with a knee injury, so he trained with us. But fortunately this year he got on the field and had a great season. Turned up to the Barbarians a bit late, running around with his ball socks and his Ford boots on, but playing first five. Skillful man. Only small, but massive ticker, and he's currently over in Canada, so I'm up there, so thank you.
Thanks, Sam. And the Wairarapa Bush Barbars Best Player of 2023, BJ Campbell.
Just a quick thank yous. Ekirahuna, first and foremost. Barbar's team was great to play for too, keep me fit, and thanks to the Heartland coaches. Hopefully we get a win this weekend, eh?
On to our next awards, the Wairarapa Bush Women's Awards. Our most promising player for 2023, Tessa Champion. Front rowers love to talk, come on.
Thank you. I want to mention Scott and BG. They were pretty helpful this year. Women's was definitely a step up from playing JAB. Sorry, thank you.
And our Wairarapa Bush Women's Best Player of the Year, Paige Walker. Nope. You stay at 10.
Kia ora koutou. I am Lisa, not Paige. But to give you an idea of this woman, she plays any position. She can go in the backs. She played prop this season, but she plays at number 8 and she did a bloody good job. She's actually got a speech here that I'm going to try and stay to, so bear with me. But this is coming from Paige. I'm gutted she's not here for this. But firstly, I'd like to thank the union for supporting our wahine team and making it possible for us to represent the Wairarapa Bush at a heartland level. So I think that was really important for our female to be able to do that. The girls and I have thoroughly enjoyed the season and we look forward to continuing and improving for next year. Scott and BG, none of this would have been possible without the both of you. So we really appreciate the hard mahi that you have been doing behind the scenes. It's pretty rare to find people so passionate about growing the game. Often quite a thankless job. The work you do behind the scenes doesn't go unnoticed to us, and so a huge thank you to you both for all the time and effort that you put in. I appreciate the recognition of this award. It makes it pretty easy and enjoyable when you have such a good group of girls around you, especially Lisa. Thanks, Paige. Congratulations to all the other nominees and the winners of tonight. But from Paige, she just wants to say thank you. So cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a number of people that have made honours higher than Wairarapa Bush this year, and it is really impressive to see. I'm just going to list off some of them for you. Will Cole, Rathkill College, New Zealand Under-18 Māori Squad, Hurricanes Under-18 Camp, and National Under-18 Māori Squad. Xanthi Somerville, Solway College, New Zealand Under-18 Māori Women's Squad, and National Under-18 Māori Women's Squad. Charles Mataitai, Masterton Maris Rugby Club, New Zealand Maris Colts. Charlie Carroll, National Under-18 Māori Hurricanes Under-18 Camp as well. Deshaun Riripaku, National Under-18 Māori Camp. Zach Ratuki, Kiranui College, New Zealand Fiji Schools Under-18 7 Squad. Ben Elvis, Carterton Rugby Club, Hurricanes Heartland Under-20s. Michael Buick, Martinborough Rugby Club, Hurricanes Heartland Under-20s. Cam Cartwright, Carterton Rugby Club, Hurricanes Heartland Under-20s. Hayden Cooper, Masterton Maris Rugby Club, Hurricanes Heartland Under-20s and Hurricanes Under-20 Training Squad. Junior Falasui, Masterton Rugby Club, Hurricanes Heartland Under-20s. JJ Gillies, Hurricanes Heartland Under-20s from Martinborough. Mateo Kelly, Masterton Rugby Club, Hurricanes Heartland Under-20s. Alasana Maratai, Masterton Maris Rugby Club, Hurricanes Heartland Under-20s. Riley Walton Sexton, Greytown Rugby Club, Hurricanes Heartland Under-20s. Matali Waka, Carterton Rugby Club, Hurricanes Heartland Under-20s. Thomas Williams, East Coast Rugby Club, Hurricanes Heartland Under-20s and Captain. Johnny Falloon, Rathkill College, Hurricanes Under-18 Camp. And Xavier Cook, Rathkill College, Hurricanes Under-16 Tournament Team. Please put your hands together for these amazing athletes. I'd now like to call up Sharon Parker to present the Wairarapa Bush Heartland Team Awards for 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of teams finished their season for Heartland Rugby last week. We didn't. Congratulations once again to Rebo and Stan and James and their team. To host a semi-final was fantastic. Something a little bit special about a Lahore Cup semi-final as well. Best forward of the year for the Wairarapa Bush Heartland squad for 2023, Logan Wakefield.
I'd just like to start by saying thank you to the big support crew that I've got that goes beyond family and friends, and also to all the coaches for the year. You really pushed me to strive to be the best player I can, and really appreciate it. Thank you.
Wairarapa Bush Heartland Team Best Back of the Year, Isaac Bracewell.
Kia ora everyone. First of all, I just want to say a big thank you to our coaches, Rebo, Stan, Brucey, Andre, managers, Mr. Blue and Danger. Just want to thank you guys for all your hard work in this journey so far. Also want to pay a tribute to my fellow players as well. It's been an unreal season so far. The culture has been unreal. So I've been very lucky this year to be a part of two amazing teams. My club in Wellington with Auries, and coming back home to represent an amazing team like Wairarapa Bush. So just really thankful to be part of this team. Also want to say a big thank you to our community of supporters. I really want to thank you guys for being behind us this year. Obviously the job's not done yet. We've got a big semi-final this weekend, so hopefully we can get up for that and get up the week after and bring home the Lahore Cup. And yeah, thank you.
Our next award tonight is for Most Promising Player, and the winner is George Park. Unfortunately, George isn't here, so maybe the Fords coach wants to come up and... or a coastie, or both. Oh, that was quick, Stan. And finally tonight, our best player of the year for the Wairarapa Bush Heartland team 2023, Sam Gammy.
Yeah, obviously stoked to win this award tonight. There's a number of players in the team that this could have gone to. So, hats off to everyone tonight that's been nominated for awards and won awards. Players, you've all had excellent seasons. And coaches, administrators, volunteers, awards. Hats off to all the work you guys do in the background, often unseen. But we wouldn't be able to have rugby or sport without it. Just another thanks to our coaches of our team, management and that. We obviously challenge ourselves to get better every week, and you guys allow us to do that by giving us new skills and that. So that's much appreciated. Finally, just shout out to my wife over there, Victoria. Obviously, without having the home side sorted, we wouldn't be able to commit to sport and keep trying to improve. So thank you very much. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our formalities for the evening. So for all of you that were watching the live stream, thank you. It has been a pleasure to have you in attendance. To all of you that come along tonight, thank you so much. Jade, you want to get all the winners up here for a photo? Oh, and Tony's got another couple of words as well.
Thanks, PG. Just on behalf of everybody, congratulations tonight to all our winners and nominees, and just the community. Gosh, to sit there and just to hear the stories of what people have done, if it doesn't make you proud and give you goosebumps, I don't know what does. So, just like to thank two people for tonight. BG, you're a champion MC. You do a lot of this. You do the union proud. You do the community proud. And it's a great pleasure that you're a part of Wairarapa Bush Rugby. So thank you. Finally, there's always a couple of people behind the scenes. Obviously, with my staff, they do a lot of work here, but I just want to thank someone that pops in and helps us along with the preparation. Trish Hemming. Trish, would you like to come forward with all your work around all the awards and presentations? You do it for love, and we love that. Thank you. Finally, safe journey. We know what's happening this Saturday, so we'll see you all there at the park. It's our biggest tradition in these awards, so can all the awards winners, even if you've received an award on behalf, could you please come up here? We just take a big photo of all the award winners, and that goes in the Times Agent on our social media post. Drive home safely, see you, and have a lovely Christmas. So Jade, over there. Thank you very much, and good night.
For all of our award winners to please come up onto the stage.